Venice, Indiana 3 days top attractions itinerary. Explore Venice using this 3 days itinerary of top attractions. See the daily routes, maps and get full information on all sites, landmarks and attractions. Experience unforgettable moments in Venice using this 3 days itinerary that will ensure you do not miss anything. The famous Piazza San Marco with its world-famous basilica, the lovely bridges over the narrow canals and some of the best museums in Western Europe. Day 1 starting from Ca d'Oro through the Piazza San Marco and ending at the San Zaccaria. Start time: 9 o'clock. Ca d'Oro. Duration: 1 hour and 30 minutes. The Golden House or Palazzo Santa Sofia faces the Grand Canal. It was designed by Giovanni Bon and Bartolomeo Bon, completed in 1413, and is one of the city's oldest palaces. The highlight of the museum is Andrea Mantegna's painting of San Sebastiano, which is a feature of the chapel altar. Other great works include the Doppio Ritratto by Tullio Lombardo, Gian Cristoforo Romano's Busto di Fanciullo and bas-reliefs by Jacopo Sansovino. 0.6 km. 8 minutes walking. Start time: 10:35. Santa Maria dei Miracoli. Duration: 30 minutes. This rather small Renaissance church houses a portrait of the Madonna which is believed to be miraculous. It is located in the Cannaregio neighborhood, the city's historic Jewish ghetto, on a quaint public square alongside a canal. 0.5 km. 6 minutes walking. Start time: 11:10. Ponte di Rialto. Duration: 30 minutes. The Rialto Bridge is arguably the most beautiful and definitely the most famous and oldest of the 4 bridges which cross Venice's Grand Canal. The site has always been an important crossing point as the Rialto market was nearby and traders needed to be able to cross the water easily. 0.2 km. 2 minutes walking. Start time: 11:40. San Salvador. Duration: 30 minutes. This small church is centrally located close to the Rialto Bridge. It has 2 entrances, one from Campo S. Salvador and another from in the shopping street, Mercery. The church holds artwork by Jacopo Sansovino, Titian, Francesco Vecellio and Alessandro Vittoria. Some of the famous features of the church include the marble altar with a statue of Christ by Guglielmo dei Grigi. 0.4 km. 5 minutes walking. Start time: 12:15. Piazza San Marco. Duration: 1 hour. This square is the central point of the city, the place all tourists arrive at some point during their stay in Venice. The square has been a focal point of the city for centuries and is the only Venice piazza. The other squares are called campi. The square has buildings on 3 sides and the 4th side is open. The square is a gathering place for both locals and visitors and is a pedestrian-only zone. 0.1 km. 1 minute walking. Start time: 13:15. Campanile di San Marco. Duration: 30 minutes. St. Mark's Bell Tower is part of the Basilica di San Marco and stands in the Piazza di San Marco. The tower was originally constructed as a lighthouse and then a watchtower in the 9th century. Over the years it underwent several transformations and was rebuilt a number of times from the 12th to 14th century. 0 km. 1 minute walking. Start time: 13:45. Basilica di San Marco. Duration: 1 hour. St. Mark's Basilica is Venice's most famous church, known for its artwork and history. The church overlooks St. Mark's Square on the edge of the Grand Canal and is joined to the Doge's Palace. In the 9th century, merchants smuggled St. Mark's relics out of Egypt and brought them to Venice. The scene is depicted in the oldest known exterior mosaic in the world located above the cathedral's front doors, 1260-70. 0.2 km. 2 minutes walking. Start time: 14:45. Palazzo di Ucale. Duration: 1 hour. The Doge's Palace is a monumental piece of architecture and perhaps the most important site in Venice. The building was originally founded in the 14th and 15th century with other elements being added over the years. 0.1 km. 1 minute walking. Start time: 15:45. Ponte dei Sospiri. Duration: 15 minutes. The Bridge of Sighs spans the Rio di Palazzo or Palace River, connecting the Doge's Palace with the old prison so that convicts could go straight from being sentenced in the palace courtrooms to their prison cell, or execution, across the bridge. Rather than connecting 2 roads on either side of the water, the bridge travels from one building to the other. 0.2 km. 3 minutes walking. Start time: 1600. San Zaccaria. Duration: 45 minutes. The church is thought to have originally been constructed in the 9th century to house the relics of Saint Zaccaria, the father of John the Baptist. Although the original structure burnt down in 1105, a crypt still exists which holds the remains of 8 former doges. Day 2 starting from Arsenale di Venezia through the Riva degli Schiavoni and ending at the Square di San Trovaso. Start time: 9 o'clock. Arsenale di Venezia. Duration: 1 hour. This was once a vital complex of shipyards and armories which served the city's powerful navy. The site was built during the Venetian Republic era in about 1104 and remained operational until the end of the Republic in 1797. The arsenal declined in importance and today the site is used as a naval base, a research center, a center for the preservation of historic boats, and during the Venice Biennale it is used as an exhibition space. 3.1 km, 36 minutes by car. Start time: 10:35. Scuola di San Giorgio degli Schiavoni. Duration: 1 hour. The Dalmatian community would gather here in this scuola to perform social and cultural services for immigrants arriving from Dalmatia. The scuola, School of St. George of the Slavs, confraternity house or school, represented the Dalmatians' history and culture. 0.5 km, 7 minutes walking. Start time: 11:40. Riva degli Schiavoni. Duration: 1 hour. This Venice waterfront promenade is located between Piazza San Marco and the Arsenale and looks out across the island of San Giorgio Maggiore. The site dates back to the 9th century when it was created using silt brought up from the water. The site was named after the Slavic cargo men who arrived in Venice by sea, Schiavoni meaning Slavs in Old Italian, the former name of Dalmatia. 1 km, 11 minutes walking. Start time: 12:50 Dogana Mar. Duration: 1 hour. The Doana da Mar is at one end of the Dorsoduro quarter, between the Grand Canal and the Giudecca Canal. It juts out into St. Mark's Basin in a triangular shape. The spearhead-shaped building is long and plain in appearance, a little like a ship's bow. Once a customs house and the point of entrance for 17th-century sea merchants, today it houses the Punta della Doana Art Museum. 0.4 km, 5 minutes walking. Start time: 13:55. Collezione Peggy Guggenheim. Duration: 1 hour. This is a modern art museum of paintings and sculptures which were collected by American Peggy Guggenheim. The museum is housed within the Palazzo Venier dei Leoni, Peggy Guggenheim's former home. The museum is one of the most popular in Venice. 0.4 km, 5 minutes walking. Start time: 1500. Galleria dell'Accademia. Duration: 1 hour. This museum is one of the world's greatest museums and one of the city's top attractions. It is housed within the Scuola della Carita, 1343, Convento dei Canonici Lateranensi, 1561, and the Church of Santa Maria della Carita in the Dorsoduro quarter. 0.2 km, 3 minutes walking. Start time: 16:00 Square di San Trovaso. Duration: 30 minutes. This is a 17th-century boatyard located next to the San Trovaso Church. It is one of 3 remaining gondola repair yards in the city and it is the oldest. The boat builders originated from the Italian Alps, and so the style of boats that visitors can see constructed today are Tyrolean. The highly skilled gondola builders have been making the traditional boats here for generations, and they are the same boats used today to ferry visitors down the canals of Venice. Day 3 starting from I Geswati through the Scuola Grande di San Rocco and ending at the gondola ride. Start time: 9 o'clock. I Geswati. Duration: 1 hour. Saint Mary of the Rosary or Santa Maria del Rosario is an 18th century, 1725-1743, Baroque church in the Dorsoduro quarter facing the Giudecca Canal. The Dominican church had originally belonged to a Jesuit order from Siena. When the Dominicans took over the property, they built a larger and more impressive church. 0.7 km, 9 minutes walking. Start time: 10:10. San Sebastiano. Duration: 1 hour. The Church of Saint Sebastian in the Dorsoduro Sestiere of Venice was built as an offering of thanks for the passing of a vicious plague. It was dedicated to Saint Sebastian, a patron saint against plagues and pestilence. Although originally constructed as an oratory in 1396, it was expanded and consecrated as a church in 1562. 0.9 km, 12 minutes walking. Start time: 11:20. Santa Maria Gloriosa dei Frari. Duration: 1 hour. I Frari or Saint Mary of the Friars is among the city's most important churches located in the San Polo Sestiere. The church was completed in 1338 but over the following years was completely rebuilt and enlarged. The church has the only remaining rood screen in Venice. Among the church art is Madonna di Caposaro by Titian. 0.1 km, 2 minutes walking start time, 12:20 Scuola Grande di San Rocco duration, 1 hour. The Confraternity of St. Roch stands next to the Church of San Rocco. Like other structures in the city, it was built as a response to a plague which overtook the city in 1478. A confraternity is a group of Roman Catholic laymen who work towards promoting Christian charity. The organization gained importance in 1485 when they came into possession of the relics of St. Roch's body. 1.1 km, 13 minutes walking start time, 13:35 Ca Resinico duration, 1 hour. Ca Resinico is a palazzo and art museum on the Grand Canal in the Dorsoduro Sestiere of Venice, Italy. It is a particularly notable example of the 18th century Venetian Baroque and Rococo architecture and interior decoration, and displays paintings by the leading Venetian painters of the period, including Francesco Guardi and Giambattista Tiepolo. 0.7 km, 5 minutes walking start time, 14:40 gondola ride duration, 1 hour. The sleek, romantic, flat-bottomed black gondolas which carry people along the canals of Venice have a long and important history. They date back to the 17th century when there were at least 10,000 on the water compared to the mere 500 today, and they were a major form of transport. While on your gondola ride, be sure to travel under the beautiful Bridge of Sighs and travel up the lesser-known canals rather than the large, characterless ones.